Josie. So, I have another read aloud for you guys today. And because today is Earth Day, I have one of my favorite special books to read for you. So this book today is a wordless book. And because readers use the illustrations to gather details and information about the story, I'm going to make up my own story using the illustrations in this wordless book. At the end, if you'd like to reread the story and create your own version of it, what you can do is you can turn off the sound, mute the sound of my voice, and just look at the pages. Then you can create your own story after I'm done reading mine. But first, we're going to have to read the story. So, this story is called The Fisherman and the Whale, and it's illustrated by Jessica Lanan. Here's the first page. The Fisherman and the Whale. The fisherman takes his son out on the boat. He helps him bring in the fish and helps him perform all the duties on the boat. The fisherman's son was so occupied with everything happening on the boat, he never really took a chance to look into the sea. Deep below their boat, a family of whales lived and swam freely. You can see the other fish too. But one of the whales, she was in trouble. She was swimming and got caught in a fisherman's net. Someone had left this net, and the whale was now caught. She was tired, exhausted, and drained from fighting and pulling. The rope had wrapped all the way around her. This page, turn it just like this so you can see the full page. She was so exhausted and so tired and so hungry, she just decided to float. Maybe someone would come help her. She didn't know. As they were finishing up their last catch of the day, the fisherman's son saw something in the distance. Something he hadn't seen before since he was starting to pay attention to the ocean. Dad, there's something out there. We need to go look. No, son, we don't have enough time. We have to finish this last catch of the day. Let's get back to work. But Dad, I'm telling you, I saw something out there. Look. So the fisherman decided he would take a look. He turned his boat around and they went straight towards the object. Dad, look, it's a whale. Oh no, he gasped. There's something wrapped around his mouth. Must be an old net. We have to check it out. The fisherman looked deep into the eyes of the whale. He could tell he needed help. The whale looked deep into the eyes of the humans. He told them he needed help. The fisherman took off his coat, handed it to his son, grabbed his pocket knife, and dove into the water. He swam as fast as he could to help the whale. He gently touched her mouth to let her know he wasn't going to harm her. Her eyes slowly closed. She was accepting his help. He dove down and started to cut and cut and cut the rope that was trapping her. And the rope that he'd cut had slowly fallen off. She was now free. She splashed and closed her eyes and flipped her flippers and swam as fast as she could. The fisherman was stunned. He thought the whale would at least come back to say thank you. He turned around and swam back to the boat where his son helped him aboard. He gave his dad the biggest hug. He was so grateful that he took the time to help the creature in need. Then, right before they decided to leave, a splash happened behind them. It was her, the whale! She came back to thank them. She splashed her big flippers, threw up her tail, and smiled a big grin. She was safe. And the fisherman and his son drove their boat back to the dock. And here's the whale. She's happy and reunited with her family. So the reason I love this story is because you can really pay attention to the illustrations that you see, and it'll help you get an idea of what the characters are feeling, what they're doing, and you can share your own version of it. A really cool idea, like I said in the beginning, if you want to go back, turn off the sound so you can't hear my voice, and you can tell your own version of the fisherman and the whale. What are some things that you do to help our earth, nature, any animals or plants? I would love to hear about the ways that you take care of our earth, especially on a day like today, like Earth Day. I'm really excited to hear your responses. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I do. I'll see you guys soon.